So, forensic science plays a very important role in our criminal justice system. It's what we use to collect evidence to put criminals away. This type of science is full of wonder and it's full of puzzles, which is why I enjoy learning about it, and it's something that I want to do in the future. These puzzles result in collecting evidence and putting together a profile, which also leads to the career field within forensic science that I want to be, which is a forensic anthropologist. And I know the question that everybody has is, what exactly is forensic science? Forensic science is an application of physics, chemistry, computer science, and criminal law. Forensic history has been around for a very long time, even before it was established in the early 1800s. According to the New York State Police Department, the earliest usage of forensic science was in the 700s by the Chinese. They used fingerprints to identify sculptures and scriptures, or important documents during that time. In the 1800s, forensics started to see some progress with the usage of document analysis, blood tests, ballistics comparisons, toxicology, forensic photography evidence, and fingerprints to identify offenders. It wasn't until the late 1900s that DNA was actually introduced and was used to provide more information through crime scenes on finding out who the offender or criminal was, or even who the victim was. In the 1900s, forensic science had advanced so quickly that Professor R.A. Rees established in 1902 forensic science as an academic manner. In the 1930s, universities established degree programs in criminalistics and police science. For the following, in the 1950s, it was established as academic departments in criminology and in the American Academy of Forensic Science. These were all large steps in progression for forensic science until ABO blood typing was established. That also included bullet comparison and the use of luminol to test blood in the crime scene. Voice recognition and progressive DNA testing came about soon after that. According to the Croatian Medical Journal, DNA testing was used to validate the reliability of forensic typing. So basically that means when they would take DNA samples, they were able to compare it to other things. And in the beginning, what they would do is they would compare it to canine blood to show the difference between human DNA and animal DNA. As forensic science progressed, the developments developed different forensic careers within itself. The careers are forensic toxicology, pathology, forensic blood splatter analysis, entomology, ontology, psychology, and forensic anthropology. These are just a few careers within the science itself. Forensic anthropology is my favorite out of all the careers. The question is, what is forensic anthropology? Forensic anthropology is the examination of skeletal human remains. It's also a use of the legal system, and it's a form of physical anthropology itself. The best part about forensic anthropology is it coincides with all the other forensic careers, which also help put together everything, like the puzzle pieces I referred to create a criminal case and to provide evidence in a court of law. What does the job of an anthropologist actually entail? The forensic anthropologist's job is to examine bodies as seen, whether they are charred or victims of a mass destruction. Anthropologists must determine the age and the sex of the victim as well. They are even responsible for reconstructing the victim's skin, facial structures, and eyes, if there is actually no skin or anything that's able to be provided on a skeletal remain. Another responsibility is determining the height and weight of the person at the time of death and prior to death. They also must identify the victim's post-mortem, which is meaning that they must identify how and the way the victim was killed or harmed. All of these are responsibilities of a forensic anthropologist and are just the small puzzle pieces to the investigating crime and finding justice for victims. With the way that forensic science is continuing to advance, anthropologists will always play a very important role in forensic science This is why forensic anthropology has always been my interest and why I'm going to school for forensic anthropology. Thank you.
Everyone smile.
5 minutes.
How much was that?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. Everyone think it's 5 minutes.
Yes.